Big stories, big pressure, big nights at Anfield. This is Anfield Central, your home for the latest Liverpool news, transfers and sharp analysis. No noise, just what matters to real Reds. So if you love Liverpool, hit subscribe and stay ahead of every story. Let's get into it.
Arne Slot confirms long-term injury blow for Wataru Endo after Sunderland win. Liverpool have been dealt a major setback after Wataru Endo suffered what Arne Slot has now confirmed could be a long-term injury. The midfielder was stretchered off during the 1-0 win over Sunderland, and the early signs are not encouraging. Endo was making his first Premier League start of the season at the Stadium of Light, stepping in at right back due to injuries elsewhere in the squad, but what should have been a big opportunity quickly turned into a worrying night. The 33-year-old appeared to catch his foot in the turf while making an important clearance shortly after Virgil van Dijk had given Liverpool the lead in the second half. Despite the pain, Endo stayed on briefly to defend the resulting corner before collapsing to the ground. He was visibly distressed as he was carried off on a stretcher, clearly in agony and in tears. It was a moment that silenced the stadium and immediately raised concerns among the Liverpool bench. Speaking after the match, Slot did not hide his fears. He described the injury as serious and admitted the initial assessment did not look positive. Ahead of Liverpool's FA Cup fourth-round tie against Brighton, the Dutch manager provided a more definitive update. He confirmed that although further assessment is still required, Endo is expected to be out for quite a long time. Slot explained that while the exact diagnosis is still unclear, the problem is in Endo's foot, possibly involving the ankle. He admitted it is difficult to put a time frame on the recovery, but suggested the absence will be significant. The timing could hardly be worse. Endo's injury adds to an already growing list of unavailable players at Anfield. Jeremy Frimpong and Connor Bradley remain sidelined, while Stefan Bajcetic, Jadon Danse, Alexander Isak and Giovanni Leone are also in the treatment room. That leaves Slot with limited defensive and midfield options during a demanding run of fixtures. Endo's versatility makes the blow even heavier. Slot highlighted that Japan captain can operate as a centre-back and in midfield, and with Liverpool already stretched in multiple positions, losing him increases the vulnerability in the squad. Now attention turns to Brighton in the FA Cup, a competition Slot has made clear as a priority. Despite fixture congestion, he is not planning to treat the tie lightly. He acknowledged the challenge of 3 games in 7 days, but insisted that such schedules come with the territory of managing a top club. At the same time, he stressed that load management is crucial, especially with injuries already piling up. Slot admitted he struggled to sleep after the Sunderland match, constantly weighing up different selection options. With limited availability and key objectives still in play, every decision now carries added pressure. Liverpool have 3 clear priorities this season according to Slot: the FA Cup, securing Champions League qualification and competing strongly in Europe. But with another key player sidelined and uncertainty around recovery timelines, squad management will be tested more than ever in the coming weeks. For now, the focus remains on assessing the full extent of Endo's injury and finding solutions within a stretched squad as Liverpool attempt to keep their season on track.
Alexander Isak steps up his injury recovery as Liverpool wait big money forwards return. Alexander Isak has taken an important step forward in his recovery, offering Liverpool fans fresh hope after months on the sidelines. The club record signing has been out since December, when he broke his leg while scoring against Tottenham. It was a dramatic moment that summed up his difficult start at Anfield. Since completing a $169 million move from Newcastle last summer, Isak has struggled to build momentum, scoring 3 goals in 16 appearances across all competitions. Now, ahead of Liverpool's FA Cup clash with Brighton, there are encouraging signs from the AXA training centre. Isak has been pictured kicking a ball inside the gym and working through a series of controlled exercises as he gradually rebuilds fitness. While he is not yet back in full team training, the sight of him stepping up his rehabilitation is a positive development. Supporters are still waiting to see the best of the Swedish forward, and there remains an expectation that he could feature again before the end of the season. Arne Slot was cautious when asked about Isak's condition last month. The Liverpool head coach made it clear at the time that the striker was still some way off returning. He's not even on the pitch yet, he's just out of his walker. That tells you he's not expected back today or tomorrow in terms of recovery work. It's going to take a while before he's back, as we knew. Although there is still no confirmed date for his return, the latest images suggest progress is being made behind the scenes. For a player brought in at such a significant fee, Liverpool will be desperate to see him fully fit and firing during the crucial run-in. In his absence, Hugo Ekitike has stepped up and impressed. The French forward, also signed last summer, has provided energy and versatility in attack, giving Slot valuable options during a demanding schedule. Former Liverpool striker Emile Heskey believes a tactical tweak could eventually bring the best out of both forwards. He suggested that a 4-4-2 diamond system, which can look slightly different defensively, may suit Isak and Ekitike together. Heskey described Ekitike as a natural number 9, who can also operate as a number 10 if required. He highlighted the forward's relentless movement and willingness to drift into channels to unsettle defenders. He also praised Ekitike's mentality, pointing out that the young striker plays without fear, despite the pressure that comes with a hefty price tag. According to Heskey, he simply focuses on performing and improving, rather than external expectations. There are also early signs of chemistry between Ekitike and Florian Wirtz, with Heskey noting their growing understanding in attacking situations. However, he stressed that these promising combinations must start producing more clinical finishes. Ultimately, Liverpool know that having multiple in-form forwards will be key if they are to compete across competitions. Isak's gradual return to fitness could provide a timely boost as the season reaches its decisive phase. For now, all eyes remain on his recovery progress, with fans hoping the next update brings him one step closer to a long-awaited comeback.